Welcome to the podcast, guys. Episode 2. We got Bvndz in the building. Peso, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, bro. I'm chilling, just living.
What you been on today, bro?
Bro, I did some shit. I woke up. I woke up and then went to the bank, got some money out and shit, and then went home. Then made some beats and shit. You know how that goes. I was cooking up, and then I went to the music store and got some reeds for my saxophone and shit.
Oh, bro, you play saxophone?
Yeah.
Did you start playing instruments first, or did you start making beats first?
I started playing instruments first.
You get a little closer to the mic, bro.
I started playing instruments first.
What instruments do you play?
Just saxophone, bro. That's about it. That's the only like real live instrument I play. Just saxophone.
How many years have you been playing saxophone?
Since 5th grade. Can't even count. I think that's like what.
Oh, so you did like the school band and everything?
Yeah. That shit was cool because it was just a way to just do music outlet. It was an outlet.
For sure.
Because it's definitely an outlet, to just build creativity and just do what you do.
Have you always wanted to make music then? Or?
Yeah, I've always had a spark. I also wanted to like just do other shit too, not just music, but just like
just whatever.
Shit. Yeah, just whatever that involves art and culture and shit like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Man. So when you were in 5th grade playing sax, were you thinking about we'll be making beats later or no?
Nah. I just wanted to be like Charlie Parker.
Charlie Parker, who's that?
He's a jazz legend.
Oh, okay.
Jazz legend, yeah.
So you listened to jazz records back then?
Yeah, I was listening to jazz and shit. I was listening to a lot of shit. I was listening to Michael Jackson shit. I was listening to like hella shit. Just like everything. Everything, bro. Just everything.
Just like everything?
Yeah. I didn't care. I'd play the radio and shit,
Just whatever was playing?
Yeah, just whatever was playing.
What about like Bvndz? I know Bvndz has a lot of sax and shit.
Yeah, I don't really like Mexican music growing up with that, but now that I'm getting older, like I'm kind of starting to appreciate it more because it's roots,
Well, I know, man, because like when you're a kid, you hear that shit and you're like, fuck, I gotta start cleaning.
No, definitely, yeah, bro. You smell like pine sol and shit.
Yeah, I'm like, no joke, bro.
Yeah, bro, it's funny as shit, bro. Shit. Yeah. Now, you kind of just like appreciate it more now. I listen to corridos and shit too.
Oh, bet.
Yeah,
what do you listen to, man?
I don't even know the band, just whatever. I just go to the corrido section or whatever and just play whatever slaps, whatever thumps, because that shit really bumps, bro.
Yeah.
In the car, bro, that shit bumps, bro. I remember my uncle, he had this big ass truck and he had subs in, bro. We listening to Bvndz shit, that shit was a vibe, bro. Going to California and shit too, like, it's crazy.
Just
all night,
shit.
just playing with the bass drum, just hitting and shit. Sometimes the guitars and shit, it sound crazy, bro.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
So what have you been on lately, man? I know you've been producing for a lot of people in town, man. Tell me about that. How'd that start happening?
Bro, I just got connected with the tourists and shit too,
Shout out to tourists.
Yeah, shout out to tourists, and also just doing being out here. Like I was just always out here with Pliv and shit. We did shit.
Shouts out Pliv.
Yeah, shout out Pliv, and we also just I was just out here just doing it, just meeting other people, just talking, going to the shows and shit, and that's really how I started connecting with other people and shit. Like, shout out the Kuma boys. They helped me do my first set, and that's where I kind of met Cat Scan and shit too.
Oh, bet.
Yeah, and get do that, and then
Cool
the
boys.
D-Block, because I
that
remember
was the D-Block show. Yeah, I played that shit too.
I got you on that shit. That was like a couple months after I met DB.
Damn, that's wild, bro.
Yeah,
Appreciate that. I didn't even know that was that happened.
Yeah, shit, it's crazy. That was like the kickoff of my summer too. Like the first day of summer. That was my first day of summer.
Damn, bro.
So it was like, I don't know.
No, that show was crazy too, man.
Yeah, there's a mosh pit that happened.
Yeah, that mosh pit happened, then people started fighting, bro.
Yeah, bro.
That shit was tight.
Yeah, she was funny as shit. Yeah.
No, man, but you started doing more shows recently. How did that come about? I saw you working with No Cap now.
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I did just a thing for No Cap. I did a lot of Laneway shows. I DJed a lot of Laneways. Shout out Laneways.
Shout out Laneways, man.
Yeah. Shout out Julian Outlaw too. He's a goat.
Yup.
And that's mostly it. Just Laneways and just that No Cap. And then I did a couple beat sets too. With the Beat Happening. Shout out Beat Happening. Yeah, and
I remember, man. I went to your set at the Beat Happening. That shit was lit, man. You had the shit jumping.
Yeah, and then the one with Tabor, the Specs, where was it at? The Specs Records?
Oh, yeah, Specs Records, yeah.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. That shit was packed, but it was new. It was like a new spot. It was kind of like,
Was it tight though?
Yeah, it was a vibe, bro. It was pretty cool.
Was it like a record store? Or what
Yeah,
was
it was a record store. Yeah, straight up record store.
Where at?
It's on Martin Luther King, kind of like all the way, like just it's all the way in the north. I don't know exactly where, I forgot.
Oh, okay.
But it's deep over there, kind of like by Sandy on MLK.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
sure, man.
Yeah, man.
So what do we got? I know you just dropped something today, was it?
Yeah, a gin. I don't know why I call it gin. That's always been my problem is not knowing what to name my beats. Like.
Yeah, that's
I
tough
don't know
putting a
what
name
that
on a
is.
beat.
Yeah,
Man.
you're making a beat and you don't know what to call it. Like it's just whatever, just buggy. Whatever.
Just it is what it is,
Yeah,
man.
yeah, and that beat. I don't know. I just fucked around with the sample. Kind of just did what I do.
For sure, man.
Yeah.
No, but another thing I noticed about when you're making beats, like I don't know if you do this too, but like I'll start a beat and then halfway through I'll be like, oh no, fuck this beat, and then I'll start another one.
Yeah, I always do that.
And then that's how like
Yeah.
then I don't know what to name it, because then if I like save it and I go back to it, then I'll be like, oh man, this low key bumps.
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah. Like sometimes it's hard not trying to delete something because you might come back to it later and add something crazy to it and just elevate it. But yeah, I know what you're talking about.
For sure,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
So you've been producing for a while now, man. How long have you been producing for?
Sophomore year, junior, senior year now, about 4 years.
Damn, 4
4
years.
years.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
man. How many beats tapes have you dropped?
Only like 4, 5, I think. I think it's 4, most likely.
That's
4.
still a lot of beat
Yeah.
tapes, man.
Yeah, I'm trying to drop more. I haven't been really consistent because I've just been like just trying to find my sound and like trying to find like people I got good chemistry with so I can like whip something up. But it's hard,
Yeah.
especially here in Portland, bro. Like a lot of people here, like I don't. You know, like a lot of people here are cool and they got consistency, but like artistry, it's like it's kind of
Yeah.
bland. You know, it's like everybody's too hopped up on like trying to just like come out with a big hit right away. You know, like
Right.
it's not like that. You gotta simmer things.
It's
You
a
gotta-
process, man.
yeah, you gotta really like take, your time with it because you're trying to represent you, not only you, but you're trying to represent what you believe in. You know, it's you, like
For sure.
yeah, man, it's just really how it is.
So what are like what do you look for in an artist then, like when you send beat packs out?
Well, mainly if they can do something crazy, if they can elevate it, is really what I go for.
Mhm.
Like, especially like, cause I try and go all out when I do it. Like,
Yeah, you
all
got
out.
to, man.
yeah, like I try to just do it, cause there's nothing limits me. Like,
Well, you
there's
can't
no
be
limit.
like, yeah, right.
Yeah, cause
You
like,
can't be in the studio like half-assing beats.
no,
like,
you can't. You gotta really like just go for it because it's what you want to do, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
it's really what
Like
it
this
is.
is the thing you're supposed to be like working
Passionate
hard
about.
at. Yeah, like that's
like,
your
you know,
passion.
like if it's your passion, it's your passion. You can't just do it just because there's money and rate. No, it's not about that. It's like about getting there.
Right, and I feel like people can hear that too. Like they can.
Yeah,
Like,
they
hear
really
the
feel
difference.
it. Yeah, like somebody who makes actual music is gonna sound better than somebody who's just forcing it. You know, you can't force it. You gotta just ease your way into it. You know.
Right, bro. Right.
Yeah.
Cause you like, I don't know. Even when like people are trying to like take sounds and stuff like that, like you can just hear it. Like
Yeah.
it sounds forced. Like you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
like it doesn't sound authentic. And I feel like that's a big difference between like when you hear an artist and you're like, oh, like yeah, like this shit hits.
yeah.
Is like you can hear like the authenticity behind it. You know.
Yeah, like the stuff that like you can feel the feeling. Really
Right.
is what it is. It's the
Right.
feeling. It's their emotions. Like because it's deep. Because this is just music. This is human feelings. This is emotions. You know.
Right.
Like take the shit to the heart. You know, because that's where it comes from. Like
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
facts,
it
bro.
is. Yeah.
So I got another question for you, man. I know a lot of producers now, they're doing this thing where they don't like to send beat packs out anymore. They want to be in the studio with people making beats, having that work. How do you feel about that?
Yo, that's the only way to do it. I mean, cause if you're just sending beats and then just like you get them and it's not a vibe. Like the person there that's making the beats is like, it's just making the vibe. It's really just about the vibe too. You know, like
Yeah, that's
if
right.
if you're just in the studio with an engineer that's just doing his job, it's not gonna feel the same as if you're like you're kicking it with somebody. You're doing something y'all like, you know.
Yeah.
That's because that's what it resonates, you know. It's in the sound, you know,
For sure, man.
Because it's just, you know what I mean.
No, I feel that, man. Because definitely
Yeah.
when you're in the studio and you're vibing with somebody and shit's just...
Yeah,
Like
shit gets
you-
crazy
yeah.
too. It just just elevates, bro. Like,
and like you hear it in the song, you hear it in the beat, you hear it in everything, man.
Yeah. That's definitely where it is. It's the energy too, you know.
I definitely think that's a good step everybody's taking, you know, because I started noticing that a lot more recently.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel like that's good for just like pushing the sound forward, you know.
No, yeah, just keeping it going, because it's important, because you can't just be stuck on the same shit all the time, you know. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, you just gotta keep pushing it, just because that'll like not only push boundaries, but it'll set another cultural bar, you know. Like,
yeah,
higher, you know, like a higher one that's starting expected, you know. Like,
yeah, I feel that, man.
Yeah.
So like, for producing, how do you feel like your influences have changed since when you started to now?
My influences, they've changed a lot. Like, it's gone from like just already like pros, or not even pros, like just people around me. Like, I gain inspiration from people around me, because like not only are we trying to better ourselves, but we're trying to better ourselves, you know. Like, really
like each other, you know. Like,
it's
a building thing, like a teamwork,
you know? Teamwork and dedication is what it is. But you know, people are gonna be people, humans are gonna be humans, and shit's gonna happen. But you know, like, you just gotta keep pushing. If you really like it, keep pushing.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
So like, I know you posted this the other day. You said trap music is dead.
Yeah, see,
so
I really feel like it's coming. Like, I don't know if it's coming, but I just feel like...
No, because don't get me wrong, I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think, like, we've hit the point where it's gotten, like, how do I... Like, I'm trying to put it into words, and I can't explain, like, the feeling I'm getting from it. It's, like, I don't want to say played out, because it's not. Because there's still, like, artists out there that are making, like, hard shit.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's... It went too commercial.
It's too generic now. Like,
that's it. That's
too generic. Yeah, it's too generic, and it's too oversaturated, because everybody just, you know, like, it makes me like pull my hair out, because like everybody's trying to do the same shit. But it's like you gotta do your own thing. You know, you gotta experiment. You know, because like that's the only way you do shit. You can use trap as an influence, but you gotta experiment with the sounds and shit.
No, that's what I've been saying, man. That's what I've been telling people. I'm like, because, like. Well, like, you know, everybody's guilty of it to some point. Like, you'll hear something you like and be like, oh, like, that's just hard. Like, I wish I could make something like that.
Yeah, and you go ahead and do it.
Yeah, but the difference is, like, when you take inspiration and then you straight up just ripping somebody off, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know what you mean.
So I feel like once people, like, start trying to make it their own instead of just copying somebody else's, I feel like that's when
that's when the boundary gets pushed, and that's when it elevates.
Right,
right. That's like, because it's limitless, you know. Everything, there's sounds, there's so many sounds, there's so many noises, and so much, you know, just sounds. Like, you just gotta just
even like
do what you want.
Just as an example, even if, like, let's say you give me the same sample and I give you the same sample, we're gonna chop it up and make it.
It's gonna sound different from yours and from mine. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, I know. Exactly. Yeah. That's really the thing, because it's just like somebody sent me a song the other day, right? You know, I opened it, I was like, oh, you know. But it was just the same generic shit, and I was telling them, like, yo, like, you gotta end up doing, like, your own sound, because, like, you know, the song was cool and all, and, like, you know, I could vibe to it, but, you know, it's just the same thing. Like I heard this before. Like,
yeah, like, you can get this from somebody else.
Yeah, like, I was like, you know, I gave him some game and, you know, some pointers.
Yeah. Some people don't like that, though, man.
Get mad.
They get mad when you tell them, like, oh, like, you need to step your game up.
Yeah. Like, let me do me, bro. like all that shit, bro. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
No, yeah, but I feel like that's part of growing as, like, an artist, too. Because I'm not going to lie, when I first started, somebody would say that, and I'd be like, oh, no. But now, like, after I've, like, been doing this for some time, I just noticed, like, you got to take that and, like, build on it, you know? Because they're not telling you that, like, trying to hate on you, like, because if it's coming from the right person, they're trying to help you grow, you know?
That's what people gotta, like, you know, like, kind of, like, see through and see well, because being an artist is hard, and you're gonna take criticism, and you're gonna lose friends, and you're gonna, you know, have a lot of things happen to you, but you gotta find, like, the right way to, like, you know, channel through, because not only like, that's like, you know, you gotta channel through, and you gotta, like, push it, and you gotta, like, embrace you, because it's you, it's your music.
That's
you
true.
have to
man.
embrace you. Like
Right.
that's really what it is. Like there's nothing else to it. You know. Like,
No, I think you said it best earlier, man. Like that's your passion. Like that's
Yeah.
supposed to be like what you live for, what you die for. Like work
Yeah.
on it, man. Like
yeah.
and speaking on that, how hard is it to sell beats right now, man?
Bro, it's hard because how are rappers gonna be rappers and not have money? Like that's the whole gimmick. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing about it. Rappers have money. They have money because they're either doing crime or they're just about their money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like how, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense to me. Like I don't understand it. I've been like trying to get to my money hard. I work hard all the time. And like
Yeah, man.
like you gotta have it to back you up. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna have time to, you know, hit you up and do a beat or something like that. But that's because I'm trying to like feed my family and shit too. Like
Yeah.
like I'm not only just an artist, but I'm also, you know, a brother, and you know I'm busy. You know, I gotta like do what I do. Like
No,
so,
that's true,
you know,
man. That's
yeah.
true.
And like, but I you know that's hard because a lot of kids are just like lazy, like lazy, like you know what I mean, like.
Yeah. So how do you feel about like free YouTube beats and stuff like that?
Free YouTube beats are cool, but that's just the thing. Like, comes down to this again. Like, it's saturated again. Like, it's gonna sound the same. You get a beat like off YouTube, it's gonna sound probably. I've probably heard that same YouTube beat 1,000 times before. Like.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Like I used to do it and, you know, do the type beats and shit, and like you'd get some views, but you know nobody would actually buy your beats because like.
You just rip it. Yeah.
Yeah, and
just
free
get the
and,
YouTube to MP3 converter.
Yeah.
And that's it.
But like, you know, like it's cool if you're doing that. You know, keep, you know, it's a hustle. You know, keep doing it, and you'll get good at it.
No, I'm not knocking it. I'm just asking you how you feel about it. Like everybody, like whatever I say here, like I hope it doesn't hurt your feelings, and if it does, well, fuck it. I didn't mean it like that.
Nah, yeah.
But like, if you're about your money, keep doing about your money then.
Yeah. No, but the one thing about that too is when a rapper comes into the studio with a bunch of YouTube beats, like. It's already, I'm not like gonna.
You're not feeling it like that anymore.
Like anymore, cause like it has to be natural, you know, like.
It has to be like organic.
Yeah, like organic, yeah, cause it's better organic, cause organic is good for you. Yeah, like it's good for
non-GMO
beats. Yeah, non-GMO, bro.
Free beats for
yeah,
peso
bro.
bands.
Yeah, that's all you'll get, bro. Yo, none of those additives either, bro.
Pesticide free and shit,
bro. Yeah, bro. None of that shit, bro. None of that Monsanto shit, bro.
Bro, fuck Monsanto.
Bro, Monsanto can suck a dick, bro.
Big fat dick.
Dude, that shit's stupid.
Bro, they really fucking like patented vegetable seeds and shit.
Dude, that's
Isn't
weird
that
as
fucked
shit.
up?
Yeah, it's weird as shit.
Like they fucking patented seeds and then sold it back to farmers. And now they can like sue farmers if they try and sell that shit.
That's fucked up because that's like it's not only like a thing of like they're screwing people, like it's just corporations just being cancerous and being greedy and shit like that. Cause like it's just a whole pyramid scheme of just money and fucking buying out politicians and having shit done their way and shit.
Yeah.
It's messed up. Like, and it sucks because those farmers are trying to like do what they do, and there comes fucking Monsanto fucking.
No, but like
shit.
The fucked up part is like, you know how they supply most of the farmers, all the seeds that they have, most of them already have like pesticides and genes changed and shit like that.
Yeah, no, sometimes those cause cancer and shit too. Like, I don't know. I don't know, but we eat them still. Like over time, like, we're fucked. I don't know. Yeah, you gotta watch out though. You gotta read your ingredients. Read your ingredients, kids.
Stay healthy, kids.
Stay healthy. It's good, man. Yeah. Shit, what you been on, bro? What you been working on, bro? I seen you doing these interviews and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, man.
Were you pushing that? What you thinking of doing in the future?
Well, I want to keep the podcast going, man, because I feel like there's not really somebody like because like there's an interview, you know, like like you can ask people questions, they'll answer, like there's a list and everything, but I don't feel like you really get to know somebody like that when you're just asking them questions off a list. I feel like it's better if you're just having a conversation with someone, especially like in Portland. like there's a lot of dope people out here. There's a lot of dope artists, and like nobody gives a shit about them, man. Like it sucks. Like there's a lot of like dope ass people doing cool shit, and like there's nobody talking to them. Nobody goes out to their shows to support them. Nobody buys any of their shit, man. So it's like, I feel like we gotta start changing that shit.
Yeah, no, the thing is, you gotta think about, like, Portland, too, like, it's corny. Low-key, I'm not even trying to dub. I'm not trying to dub. Like, we're a cool city. We just gotta, like, find a way to actually, like, better it, you know, because we gotta be like involved, not because it's also the artist's job to be involved with the people of the city.
That's true.
It's your city, you know.
Yeah.
But then you don't want to just end up just being local either. You know, you gotta like, reach out, and do shit. But like the people here, they don't know what they want yet from their city as well. I feel like that's what I think is.
That's true too. Yeah. But I feel like there's also a balance, man. I feel like there's so much of this going on, at least in Portland, where everybody's like, oh, like, fuck Portland, everybody in Portland. Like, it creates, like, when you start spreading that shit, I feel like since everybody feels that way, it just creates this, like, feeling of, like, animosity between everybody. Even though, like, there might not really be one in real life, like, just, it creates that feeling, you know?
Yeah.
Because then, like, when you think about that, it makes you, like, I don't want to say it makes it hard to reach out to people, because it's not hard to just shoot a DM and be like, hey, like, what's up? Like, I like your shit or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, oh man, if it's just like fuck everybody, then what's the point, you know?
This is the balance, you know? This is a balance thing too, because you gotta be able to like, because if somebody likes your shit and, you know, you gotta nurture that person, like, or whatever. Like, not nurture it, but you gotta be like, like showing them love back, because they're supporting you. And then that's kind of hard for some people. Like, I have hard time struggling with it because I'm still building as an artist first, you know, because I gotta start doing me, you know. But the thing with that is like, it also not only does it just create that feeling, but like we gotta be able to support each other too, you know, and that's kind of like the thing. But the thing is like nobody likes other people because that whatever the animosity is there, you know. It's hard. It'll get better soon, those.
Well, what do you think is gonna take to fix it?
I don't know yet. I feel like everybody's just kind of doing their own thing right now.
Mm-hmm.
But it'll be a while until like but I'm trying to think of a way you could fix it, but I think that'll, I don't know, just fall into the same shit all over again. You know, it'll come back to the same thing.
Do you think like more artists like linking together and doing different shit would fix it, or like what do you think is like a solution, at least in your mind, or do you just really not?
I don't know. I don't think I'm ready to speak on it yet, because like it's hard to come up with solutions for other people, you know. Like,
that's true. Well, like what would be something that you could start doing, or like you feel like you could start doing that would help it out? Because I know getting other people to change is way harder. It's always like, well, it's not. I guess it is kind of better in a sense to help yourself first, because then once you get to your best self, then you can start helping other people.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that.
So what's gonna help Peso get to his best Peso?
Doing Peso. That. But you know, because a lot of people, they come to you, you know, they see you're doing these things and all these like crazy, you know, they see you see you on Instagram, they see you doing things, you know, and
they
want to be
doing you,
yeah, and then they want to like come, and then they want to see, like, say it's another artist, you know, another artist wants to link, and like they're trying to like link with you and stuff like that, and they're trying to like get free game and stuff like that. But you gotta, you know, you have to also be doing half the work too, because if you want to work together and do things, you gotta like put in half as much work as I'm putting in, you know, like.
Right.
It's all out, and then.
It can't be like one-sided.
Yeah, like it can't. Yeah, like that's the thing. That's one thing that'll probably like fix it. Is if every artist is giving their all, it'll make it easier for, you know, the next artist or whatever they're doing. You know, it'll make it easier for the people around them to just, because it's hard work. You gotta get the fruit if you water the plant.
The seeds, water.
You know,
you gotta take care of it.
You gotta take care of it. Like, that's really what it is. You gotta put in the work. It's just work.
Right.
Or just the push, it's the drive to keep going, you know, to do it has to be done to get to the goal, and it's hard for people because shit's in the way.
Right.
And like I feel like that'll probably like.
But I feel like that's the same for everybody, man. Like
Yeah.
everybody's got shit they gotta deal with. Everybody's got like problems, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's up to you to solve them at the end of the
Yeah.
day, you know.
And
Like-
that's the thing with the music's there. People are
Right.
just trying to look at it as a way to like get rich or whatever, and it's never that. It's about doing the music, because that's what matters to me,
Mhm.
But I don't know what their
Intentions are.
are, and it's usually what it is, man.
Well, I feel like that's good, man. Like you know what your intentions are.
Yeah.
You got your head in the right place.
Yeah.
So like,
Try to pray every day.
yeah, you got to, man.
Yeah.
So what's next for you then? Now that you feel like trap music's dead, are you gonna start switching up the sound or like what's the plan?
I've kind of been switching up the sound. If you hear my last beat tape to the 2 songs I dropped recently, you can hear a difference. You can hear a difference. But I've been working on this tape that I thought of, and it was like the end of my senior year. And I've just been building it since now, and I'm still building it, still working on it. It's got crazy.
So what's like the
crazy.
concept?
The concept, it's just like, kind of like, just pieces of my life, I guess. Certain sounds or certain songs mean certain things to me,
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just trying to build it as an art piece of me, and like what my sound is, because I'm still building my sound for it,
So it's like a collage of your sounds.
Yeah, but it has artists on it, so it's like sound like.
Oh, okay. So you're like, it's a producer tape with raps on it.
Yeah, it's a producer tape, but just rap.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Dang, so that's like on some 19 and Booming type shit.
Kinda, yeah.
That's hard though.
Yeah. Like I'm just trying to figure it out too, cause I already got one song done already. And it's with,
Can you say who's with?
Bvndz.
And shouts out Bvndz, man. He's been killing shit.
Yeah, and
Bro, that song he
Yeah.
dropped, that No Logic song.
that
I've
shit
been
was hard.
bumping that shit
was
hard, bro.
Yeah, he comes into the studio and he actually drops shit. He's the only other rapper that comes through with YouTube beats that aren't that bad. Like, that aren't like, he knows how to find the right sounds for him, and it fits him. And it makes it like, he's doing his work,
Yeah.
Yeah, and like, I appreciate that. And like, a lot of artists don't, like, I see don't do that. Like,
Yeah, shouts out Bvndz.
Yeah, shout out for real. Yeah, but it sounds crazy too. The beat is just, you'll know once you hear it, once you drop it.
So is this
once I drop it.
Is it like on some like trap drums type shit? Are you going like what
I'm
kind of
like
drum
more
patterns are you
organic
going?
type sounds, like more realer sounds, kind of like on some lo-fi, kind of like
Okay.
upbeat beat, like more like upbeat, kind of lo-fi, kind of like more
So, like,
realistic
not as
sounds.
dark.
Yeah, it's not as dark, but it's not as. No, it's pretty dark. It's pretty dark. I'm gonna tell you that, but it's like my way of like doing it. It's just the sound that I'm trying to go for. Yeah, it'll all like the pieces will get put together once it's all done. Like,
Okay.
I'm telling you, like.
So
I
like
can't speak on very much on it yet. Like, not like that, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just
Yeah.
real sounds. Like, real sounds. That's all I gotta say.
so like
Yeah.
you making your own melodies, you chopping samples up.
I'm chopping samples up. I'm chopping a lot of samples up, making them crazy, being as creative as I can with them. Because I'm just melodies, I'm not there yet. Like, melodies, I've been working on melodies, but
You don't
I
think
feel like I need more improvement,
Gotcha.
more improvement. But the samples right now, I can kill a sample. I can chop up a sample, flip that shit.
So what are you listening to for samples right now? Like what
Samples?
kind of music are you
I listen
finding?
to a lot of like old shit, like oldies, not even oldies, like just old rock star shit. Like I'm talking about like Rolling Stones shit, like.
Oh, you're sampling like
Crazy
Stones
shit.
and shit.
Nah, not yet.
Oh, okay.
Nah,
was
I
gonna
will.
say, like,
I
that's
mean,
some
if I
crazy
find
shit.
some shit, I will, and I'll
Mhm.
try, and I'll see what's up. But yeah, that's like my inspiration. Like
No, that'd be cool as fuck to
yeah.
hear, man.
yeah, like
Just
some
fucking like some
inspiration
Rolling
shit.
Stones type shit.
Yeah, it should be crazy. But I also been listening to just like old soul, old funk,
Yeah.
a lot of that old like just old.
Just
sample
old.
digging. I'm just digging. Like right, just digging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. So you're hitting a lot of like record stores, or how are you?
Just YouTube, Spotify.
Like the crate digging playlists on YouTube and shit.
Yeah, definitely. And, like Spotify, you know, has all the artists. I just go to fans also like, and I just dig through that too.
Oh yeah,
And I
that's
see
smart.
Shit. Yeah, and I just find shit. Yeah, I just like Spotify like is the shit for that. For just helping like, because I find crazy shit and then there's some shit that will cycle into my playlist or cycle into what I'm listening to, and then I find something new, something crazy. Yeah, and then usually I'll probably try and sample it.
For sure.
Yeah.
So, what are you looking for in a sample?
In the sample, if it can be spacious, and if it could be like kind of airy. I like airy sounds sometimes, like kind of like what like A$AP Rocky's kind of first like Long Live A$AP kind of shit, like those type of beats. Like those type of sounds, like, those type of like, not loops but sounds, you know.
So like reverb heavy shit.
Yeah, heavy shit, like just kind of just melancholy shit. I've always been like intrigued by just like dark, kind of like just sad shit, like, you know, because I've always like just been kind of sad for some reason, but I just use it as my advantage to create shit.
Just as like
shit.
Feel.
Yeah.
No, that's good, man. Because then you find your like outlet for that shit, and you found it, music.
Yeah.
No, but that's good. Like you turning a negative into a positive.
Definitely.
That's always a good thing, man.
Yeah, it's definitely it. Yeah, but yeah, man, this shit's just getting crazier and crazier each day.
So what do you feel like is next for hip hop, or the state of music in general then?
That one's tough. Because
it is starting to feel kind of like the end of an era, you know?
Yeah, that is really feeling like the end of an era, because there's a lot of people are starting to do like real live shit. Like I've seen a lot of people doing bands now. Like Sheck West is like, I heard he's starting a band and shit, and like I see people on Twitter starting to pick up instruments, and like I don't know, I feel like it's gonna be kind of different 2020 or 2021.
A lot more real instruments.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna see a lot more like groups too. Like I feel like hip hop is gonna start having more groups too. Like I'm talking about.
Like it's going back to like rap groups.
Yeah, like Mobb Deep type shit. Like
Wu-Tang type shit.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you never know until it actually comes, but.
But that's what you feel like is gonna happen.
I feel like it'll maybe something like that. Something big though. It's gonna be crazy. I feel like the sound's gonna change too. I feel like the sound's gonna change because I'm trying to really like. I'm trying to help pioneer that, and it's hard.
Like, in what sense? Like, how do you feel like the sound's gonna change? You don't know yet, you just know it's gonna happen?
And I'll know, like, it's just a feeling, you know? It's like, you see how from the 90s to the 2000s to the 2010s, you hear the sounds change. Like, obviously it's gonna happen again. Obviously, like,
yeah, well, now, like, so what do you think is like the state of hip hop right now? Then what do you think people should be working towards in their music?
They should be working towards like doing themselves, like, you know, uniquely. Because to do anything, you gotta like, it just cycles back to the same thing we talked about earlier, you know. But yo, this dog, man. Nah, but yeah, that'll be. Oh, I'll pick it up. But
Daisy, come here.
Nah, but.
We got Daisy, the podcast mascot. Shouts out Daisy.
Yo, yeah, but I don't know yet. You know, it'll take its time. It's getting there right now. You can hear it with all what artists are doing now. You know, they're not dropping anything like that. Like Lil Uzi's like, I don't know what he's working on. I cut his.
He said he quit music, man.
Probably didn't, bro. I don't think he did. He's working on something. It's just a tactic. It's probably just a scheme. It's probably a fraud, bro.
It's just a ploy to sell more music. It's a conspiracy.
It's a conspiracy, man. Yeah.
What else you think is a conspiracy, Peso?
Man, Nick, my whole existence. This whole existence.
Peso Bvndz is a conspiracy?
Dude, I am a conspiracy, bro.
What do you really stand for, Peso?
Bro, I don't even know.
You Illuminati?
Fuck PC, though. Fuck PC, bro. I'm anti-PC. You heard it here first.
Fuck. Alright, so Peso, man, what do you so you said you got this tape coming out. Do you know about when you're gonna drop it?
Bro, probably not till like, I'm trying to shoot for spring, but yeah, like it's just all depends on what's going on, cause I'm trying to move out.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause I'm trying to do that so I can like actually like get to work on it, and like actually just start digging into it and
Like really giving it your all.
really giving it everything I got, cause it's all I got.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
just go to work and I do. Then after that, I do my other shit. And then
It's like you leave work to do work, bro.
I leave work to do work. I don't even like, what's a day off, bro? What's a day off, man? Cause I do what I do and I just keep pushing, keep living, breathing.
So like, do you have any goals set out for yourself? Like, what do you want to accomplish by the end of the year?
By the end of the year, I'd rather not be working. By the end of the year, I should at least not have to work.
Just be like focused like 100% on your music.
Yeah, just 100%. Because, like I said, I don't got nothing else. Just this.
Yeah, man.
I've lost a lot of friends. I don't even talk to a lot of people I used to talk to. Like, just the tourist and one other person, the only person I talk to. That's the only people I talk to. It really is.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, being like, a lot of people don't understand. I don't think, man.
Yeah.
Like people, like it's not a bad thing. Like if you're happy just doing like normal shit, then go ahead by all means. Like I'm not knocking it.
Yeah.
But there's people out there that aren't happy just fucking, working that 9 to 5.
Yeah, that's
going to sleep, start over the next day.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like I'm trying to like live the dreams for the people. And like also live for the people that I've known that have died.
Yeah.
Like I gotta keep it pushing. I gotta go for my dreams, cause you can die. You can die anytime. I leave right now, I could die.
Yeah.
And
that's true though. That's true. But people don't like to think about that.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Like
you gotta think about
there's no guarantee you'll see tomorrow.
Yeah, like I just I held a dead baby in my hands.
Fuck, that's heavy.
I held a dead baby in my hands, and I was like, yo, like you didn't even get a chance. You didn't even get to live. You didn't even get to see one. You didn't even get to go to school. You get to nothing.
That's heavy as fuck.
And I was like, yo, like I was like 12, and I was thinking about this. And I was like, whoa, like.
That's fucked up,
yeah,
man.
And
how did you even get into that situation?
It was my aunt and my uncle had a kid.
Damn.
And he was born and then died. I don't know exactly what. I was just like, dang, like what?
Damn,
That
heavy,
baby,
man.
like whoa, like.
Yeah. No, like
but,
rest in peace, Michael.
Yeah, rest in peace. Yeah, shout out, he's an angel now. Like I think he follows me.
That's good.
I think he, and like I'm trying. He knows what I'm trying to do.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to push it.
So it's like a driving force for you, like trying to live for him.
Yeah, like that's really what it is. I really feel like that's what it is, and like I gotta just go all out for what I want to do, fight for my dreams, and fight for my people, and fight for what I stand for. Cause you only got one life. You gotta do it. Do it all.
Yeah,
do it all. You gotta do it all.
Sure,
you gotta go for it. So fuck if you didn't go to college. Fuck, do you.
Yeah, man.
Keep pushing.
Like at the end of the day, you just gotta do what's best for yourself.
like it's not even just college either. You go to school, work, whatever. Like
everything.
Everything. Cause, man, like life's too short. The world's too big.
Yeah, that's true, man.
The world's too big to be stressing about.
Like there's a lot of shit to see out there.
Yeah.
Like so much shit.
Too much, bro. Like I think about that every day when I'm stuck at work. Like I could be like, dang, like I look out the window and I'm just like, fuck, like I don't want to.
Bro, I've been trying to go to Tokyo so bad, bro.
Tokyo is fucking the vibe.
Tokyo's gotta be wild,
dude.
Bro.
I'm trying to go to the forest where the niggas hang themselves. Bro, what's it called? I don't know what's it called.
It's just called the suicide forest,
yeah,
bro.
Yeah, bro.
That dude, fuck. What's it called? That one YouTuber found like an actual body and like put up a vlog with it.
Dang,
some shit like
that's
that.
fucked up.
Yeah, I know.
I would have just let that cutie just chill there, bro. Like, what? Like, he's trying not
He like
to be
filmed
bothered,
that
bro.
shit. Like that's
Dude,
fucked
that's
up,
messed up.
bro.
Yo.
No man, I'm just trying to go to Japan because they got hella crazy shit over there.
Yeah,
I'm trying to eat a lot
nah.
of the crazy food.
Yo,
bro.
the food's crazy, the fashion's crazy, and just the culture's just popping. Like, it's like I'm trying to just chill there and see all the people get into the clubs and shit.
I'm
see
trying
what's
to just
up.
like experience it, man. I want to go somewhere like where the culture's completely different from mine.
Yeah, that's
like-
really what it is already. Japan, bro. That's a whole ass.
That's
country,
what I'm saying, bro. Cause like, yeah, like you could go somewhere else in the States, but like it's still the States.
Yeah.
Or even like, if you go to Mexico, like you know what you're going for, you know.
Yeah.
But then it's like, I feel like it's a whole different experience going somewhere where you don't speak the language, you don't know like any of the rules there, like you don't know shit, like you just gotta figure it all out when you get there.
Yeah. No, that's kind of
Like that's gotta be cool.
It's thrill. It's tight.
Yeah.
It's living. It's living, man. It's living. It's breathing. It's doing. Just exploring. Humans. We venture out. Curious. Keep going. Yeah.
All right, Peso man. So what else you got anything else to say? Anything you got to plug? Any people you want to shout out to?
Man, I shout out everybody. I thank God. I thank everybody for trying to do what they do and trying to keep the culture going, doing what they can. You know, I didn't if I said anything to offend you here, I'm sorry, but it's just
I mean, if you got offended,
I got.
that's your fault.
That's
I mean,
your fault. Yeah.
Nobody's trying to diss
I didn't
you.
blame this. Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
blame this on nobody, or I didn't put anything on nobody or say
You
anything
did.
about anybody. It's just overall what I see. You know, I'm not just seeing just one-sided view. I'm trying to see everything the way it is.
Yeah,
It's
that's
all
true, man.
connected, in one way or another. You know. Yeah.
All right, Peso man. Thanks for stopping by,
Yeah,
man. It's always a
man.
pleasure talking to
Yeah,
you.
man. It's
All right.
blast being here. Yeah.